Welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. My name is Crow, and today we're going to be checking out the most insane, overpowered update to the God Powers mod we've ever had. If you guys didn't know, the God Powers mod was originally created and developed and maintained by a gentleman named Fern. But Fern has surrendered the reins to none other than the Omega. If you guys don't remember Omega, he made the original One Punch Man that teleported across the world. He made the original Tabs God that flew in the sky and shot giant beams of energy. He made all the crazy overpowered units. So you can expect that when Omega got his hands on the God Powers mod, he would do something crazy, giant, and overpowered. If you would be so kind as to look in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see a new way of doing God Powers. You see an X, a Y, and a Z, and those correspond with graph coordinates. So you can adjust the values of any God power and tweak them and torque them and just do crazy things to them, and I'm about to show you how. There's an apple right there. As you can see, that is just a regularly sized apple. But what if we increase the X-axis of the apple, right? What if I took the X-axis and made it times 4? Here's what happens to your apple. All of a sudden, your apple is stretched. It is stretched horizontally. So what if I took the Y-axis and I made the Y-axis a 4 as well? So there's a normal apple. There is apple with the X-axis stretched. Here's an apple with the X and the Y-axis stretched. It becomes like an apple pizza, right? Kind of an apple pizza. Now we're gonna make the Z-axis also large, make it a 4 as well. And it's no longer a pizza. It is a 4 times bigger apple. So for example, what if I made an apple 10 times bigger than before? Just a giant apple, 10 times bigger than a regular apple. Here we go, X, Y, and Z of an apple is large, and we're just gonna summon a 10 times bigger apple. And I'm gonna summon a whole boatload of 10 times bigger apples. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. In they go, 10 times bigger, and they smack into all the units. And now I can just make a stream of 10 times bigger apples. Apples flooding the battlefield, getting in on all of these amazing units. This is amazing. Now, we can use this with any God power. For example, I can switch to a spear and summon a 10 times bigger spear than normal. Oh my God. They look like giant tree trunks. And when the spears collide with a unit, they kind of flop around as the unit moves. Look at that. Let me summon even more spears. This is the best update to God Powers mod I have ever had the privilege to use. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to have some fun today. The spear was kind of fun. How about boulders? What if I shot boulders at this? Oh, that's a big boulder. And I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you realize this, but we're not limited by 10. We can make things bigger than 10. We can go up to 20. We can go up to 30 times bigger. We can go 50 times bigger. We can go 100 times bigger. Can we go 1,000 times bigger? Here we go, a bunch of boulders in 3, 2, 1, go! And they kind of like smush into each other. That's kind of awkward. What if I just got a shot? Oh, this might have been a bad idea. Oh my God. Oh! Oh my God, I love it! I love it, I love it, I love it. Hold on, what? Oh, I can hold slow-mo and shoot now. That's kind of cool. Look at that. The boulders going in. Now, here's a question. So actually, I'm gonna answer that. Look at these boulders, okay? I can walk up to these boulders, and it seems that the size of this boulder actually has collision detection. So a boulder this big will smack into something and actually deal the collision damage as the Reapers wipe up all of these Pirate Queens. But is that true with everything? Is it true with everything that everything will have the same size collision detection? Time for a little science experiment, again, for science. Here we are, boulders. What if I switch to, for example, the bow, and I've got a 10 times bigger arrow than normal? Will I be able to shoot tiny units with my giant arrow and hit them, right? When it makes sense that the arrow should collide with the unit, does it actually? Hold on, I gotta aim properly, right there. Okay, that one hit, not a problem. Those all hit, not a problem. Okay, good. A little bit of a ballistic bolt. A ballistic bolt is very sideways, right? That hit. Oh, please tell me Ballista Bolts have full collision detection. Like, for example, you see how it's halfway in his body and not knocking him out? It seems like in the center of the Ballista Bolt, there's collision detection, but not all the way through. So I'm just going to go like this and go, blop. I just want to see this happen. Oh my god, look at him be distorted and stretched. What is happening? Oh my god. What have we done to that unit? Hold on, do larger Ballista Bolts have more mass, therefore more acceleration, therefore more force? Let's go into the Viking Sandbox. Let's summon some ice giants. I have something to test because I like to test. I like doing science. Ballista Bolt still 2,000 damage. That's interesting. Let's one Ballista Bolt for science into this ice giant. Okay, all right, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ballista Bolts into this ice giant. Okay, so I don't think they actually have any more force than normal. I, for one, feel that the location of these Ballista Bolts is a little inappropriate. Okay, let's escalate. This ice giant right here is going into the sky now. Hold down left alt and just draw a beautiful little circle of Ballista Bolts. And, good no. What have I done? What have I created? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Oh, this ice giant. There's something wrong. There's this belt. That's the ice giant belt. Those are the ice giant eyes. There's the ice giant head, I think. I might have, Team Rocket's blasting off again. Here we go. I'm just gonna make a beautiful line. Just go like this, right? Just. Yep. This is everything I need. This is everything I want. You two over here, you can stay alive. I'm gonna do something terrible to these ice giants. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my. This poor ice giant. These poor ice giants. That is amazing. I love this mod. Let's do 20 times bigger. And let's try out some of these new powers. 20 times bigger. Start the fight. Slow down time. And I'm going to summon a giant bolt of Zeus lightning the size of that thing. Oh my goodness. The problem is, as you can see, just because the bolt of lightning is bigger doesn't mean that it's going to damage people with its larger size. So some of the god powers actually matter that they're bigger. Some of them just gotta look bigger, right? If I just go and summon a massive stream of these Zeus lightning bolts, some of them go all the way that way. That was a weird little bounce. So Zeus lightning doesn't quite live up to the standard when it's bigger. What about a different power? What about firework arrows? Oh, I didn't even think about this. I'm gonna summon firework arrows. Oh, guys. Oh, please have big explosions. Please have big explosions. Come on, please. For the love of God. Big explosions? No, normal size explosions. Oh, I want a huge firework explosions. I wonder if we can adjust that still one day. Oh, we're almost there. 99, 100 times bigger. Here we go. I'm going to launch a 100 times bigger harpoon. Right there. Oh my god. Look at this. Just what? That looks like something that would destroy the planet. Just go. Look at that thing. I actually hit a hobbit. Are you kidding me? All right. What about a 100 times bigger cannonball? 100 times bigger No. Just go. Oh, it just bounced off. It bounced off the island and now it's going under the ocean. Are you kidding me? 100 times bigger Captain's Blunderbuss shot. I'm going to do a bunch of those. Oh, dude. Look at that. But I think that's one of those objects that doesn't have a large hitbox. 100 times bigger fire arrow. That is almost longer than the map is wide. Oh, I hit a hobbit and it's flopping. 100 times bigger candle fire? Oh, that's not 100 times bigger. False advertising. That was not 100 times bigger. 100 times bigger Halloween catapult rock. Oh, I'm inside. We're inside of it. Hold on, let me back up. What have I done? What have I done? Is this even gonna like... What has happened? Oh no! Something's wrong. Something's broken. Look at the units at the bottom of the corner. Look at the units. I think I broke a thing. I think I just crashed the game. Yep, I just completely and utterly crashed the game. Let's set it up again. There we go, back to 100 times bigger. What does a 100 times bigger bone spell look like? Okay, this might be stupid, but I have to do this for science, guys. It's for science. Everything is perfectly fine. Here we go. Bone spell. Oh, pause. Oh my god, pause. Oh my god. What have I done? Pause. Look at this. Are you kidding me? That was insanely big. I gotta do that again. And yet, it was that big. If collision detection was proper, every single unit here would be dead. They'd all be dead. One more time. Ready? So go slow-mo, right? And go right-click. Look at that. Pause. Look at that. That's as large as a mountain. It's 2 to 3 times bigger than the high point in this map. That is disgusting. And yet, even with that beautiful majesty, the collision detection is off, it shrinks, and the units are still there. So what we need is we need to try something that does have collision detection. And from what we've noticed, the catapult-related things do. So the one I want to test is this, the Cannonball Bomb. Oh no. Oh, I'm inside of it. Oh, please. If you remember, the Cannonball is just ridiculous. The Cannonball Bomb, when it hits anything, explodes. So will it explode all those units inside of it? Here we go. Maximum slow-mo in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, there we go. It's a hit. And the explosion's up here. Look at that. That's where the explosion is. And all these units seem... Oh no, they're affected. Look, some of them are affected. Interesting. So what if we made it lower? What if I went right here? Right here, guys, okay? And I buried the giant explosion halfway into the ground. Look at that. It's actually buried in the map. That is nuts. 3, 2, 1, that maximum slow-mo, go. Here we go. It worked. Oh my god, it worked. It actually damaged every single unit. Look at them go flying over here. Oh, I have something to test for science. We're gonna take our line, we're gonna rotate our line just like this, and then we're gonna make a little army out here, okay? Make just a little beautiful, happy army of happiness, and just, they're gonna die. This is gonna be death. It's just gonna be death, right? Some catapults over there, maybe drop a king, maybe drop some healers, okay? You've got our attacking army, right? And then blue side's gonna have some units too, so I'm gonna put a unit right there. That's all that matters, right? So, taking our large bomb, like so, what I've already tried once, what we've already discovered, right? If I put a bomb in a normal spot like that, and make a normal looking bomb, when this goes off, it's probably not going to affect the attacking army, right? It's probably not going to do it. So if I just, started the match, explodes, doesn't affect the attacking army. Though this unit, look at that. He's not dead, but he was drawn up to the explosion. That's interesting. So now what I wanted to see, what I'm curious about, is if I put the bomb on the ground, what happens to these units when they live, okay? So now I'm gonna put some guys over here so that it's not an instant end of the match. No longer an instant end of the match. And I go over here, and I take my bomb, and I place this giant 100 times bigger bomb, and I put it right there. Okay, now, look how deep that is. The units at the back are gonna live. These units are going to live, but what happens? What happens to these units? Maximum slow-mo in 3, 2, 1, go. Maximum slow-mo, it triggers, computer freezes, pause. Look at how far they're flung. Here we go. That was just a couple of frames. Now to see how far these units go. Maximum slow-mo, gone. They're achieving, what? Pause. What? What have we done? What have we done? Are you kidding me? Look at these poor units. Okay. So what we've learned is when you make a bomb 100 times bigger, it may not have the explosive power, but the collision detection of that thing has sent all these units spaghettifying into the distance in disgusting fashion. Slow-mo. That is just... It's like stars zooming past at light speed. Gross. That's disgusting. Wow.